And we are live.
Back. Guess who's back? It's your boy Buddy Loco and your dog Big B Rat with another episode of Real Inglewood Moments with our special guest that's always on here, Tiffany, Art Girl.
You's a hater.
Hey, first of all, I want to start this off by sending out a sincere apology. Last week we were talking on the show, and as a habit, I said a couple words um, referring to Chris. And I said a couple offensive words, and I would like to apologize for my verbiage. That's a big word. Tiffany might not know what that means, but I want to apologize for my verbiage. Um, hopefully, I send my apology, and hopefully you guys accept it. And let's move on with the show.
Oh,
But it's
Today's
not,
show.
but it's
Hey,
not playing.
don't say a cuss word, please.
I'm
don't say
not.
Okay.
the first word. Don't
I'm
talk
not.
crazy.
Stop playing me like I'm illiterate. Like I'm just dumb. Like
Hey,
I
I'm not
don't
whatever
know.
playing you
word
like
that you be saying, I'm gonna find out what word it is, but it be sounding like you illiterate.
No.
I'm gonna tell you what the word is. Watch. You gonna laugh
Okay.
about it. You
Go.
gonna laugh about it.
oh
You
what
gotta,
what the
you
word
gotta
from
do it.
last week?
No, no, no,
Verbiage.
no, no. It's something that you say all the time.
Oh,
But anyway, go ahead on with it. Go ahead on with it now. What we talking about tonight?
okay. Today's show is gonna be talking about uh guys in the neighborhood that has been accepted strongly, considered OGs or gangsters or block monsters. But behind closed doors, they're having, let's say, homosexual activities, uh, or homosexual thoughts, or made homosexual gestures, or even had homosexual acts in prison, but is still accepted on the block as a gangster. Um, Today, let's talk about how you feel about that. Do you accept them as a gangster? Do you still see them as hard? Uh, and do you accept that they were in prison and they didn't have female contact, so it's all right to have a little uh man pussy? Is that okay with you, Tiffany?
Tiffany said she had her little women pussy when she was in there.
First of all, it's not your homosexuality. It doesn't make you a gangster, not a gangster. My thing is be all you can be. If you gay and you gang bang and that's what you like, do what you do. You feel what I'm saying? But where I have a problem where people act one way and then try to cover it up with another way. Like you kind of get what I'm saying? It's kind of like, okay, this nigga's the hardest dog on the block, putting in work, doing what he gotta do and everything else. But behind closed doors, he like him some, some man pum pum. But don't come to the block hiding it and being embarrassed about it and everything else. If that's what you like, that's what you like. Because you got some stone cold killers that is you feel what I'm saying?
Oh
On
yeah.
that side. See, where I get offensive at it is when you hide your identity. Once you hide your identity, now I gotta watch you a little closer. You feel what I'm saying? Like me, prime example, I did prison time. Did I have me some while I was in there? Yes. But
Mm.
that's just me. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I did what I did. And it didn't stop me from being hard, did not being hard and everything else. When I was with these women, it wasn't like I had to downplay it and be like, oh, okay, well, when I'm with her now, so I kind of got to, like, act soft
So,
and do all this. No, I'm still
do you
myself.
consider yourself bi?
You can say that. I mean, if the opportunity presents itself, I'm going to handle it. But other than that,
Yeah,
like,
you bisexual. You bisexual. Then you like women and men.
yeah,
You would deal with both.
yeah, I would deal with both. So it is what it is. Now, me, in society nowadays, it's a double standard. It's okay for women to be gay, but not okay for men to be gay. And I see society's point, but at the same time, it's kind of like Let that person be that person, and let that person be that person without him or her have to hide behind this hardness or this gangsterness and all this. Kind of like,
But
just
lately, society is not telling men to hide. They're telling them, come on out with it. It's okay. I know the society started telling men that it was okay when they were saying wear these skinny jeans,
No,
so it can hold you.
but I see what Tiffany's saying though. You know, we talking about the gangs, just like the regular people. You know, the gang members is the one that's not bringing it out. You know what I'm saying? They coming out from prison and they done been in there doing their thing, and then they coming out here acting like they just, straight up gangster. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like they ain't touched nothing the whole time they was in there. I know I can count on one hand, some of the homies that's done it. You feel what I'm saying?
I,
Don't say
I
no
know.
names.
I mean,
But
I ain't
at
gonna
the
say no
same,
names, but I know like three of them.
but I'm not judging them.
Do I
You know
know him,
why?
buddy?
Yeah.
But the reason why I'm not judging them is because if that's what you like, that's what you like. But be upfront about it. See, this is where my issue comes in at. Males want to do what they do, and then they want to live that secret life. Like they ain't like, doing none of that stuff and going back and having a woman, having a wife and everything else, but still on the low doing what they do. If that's
They
not
getting
your
shit on the sink.
what?
They got a woman, got kids, and they being a gangster, but the whole time they like to go behind closed doors and get shit on the shingle.
Correct. And that's why I have a problem at because the age is real. Like that's why I'm funny about a lot of stuff that I do nowadays. Like,
Yeah,
the whole
indeed.
swinging, yeah, the
Yeah.
whole swinging club, the whole adding somebody to your bedroom now and everything else. I used to love it. It was fun. It was amazing. It was, oh my God, like, but now the way everything is with the STDs, the STIs, HIV, then they got all this medication that they can take and they won't be detected that they have HIV or AIDS, within the first 10 years of them having. So yeah, so I'm funny about a lot of stuff now. But my thing is don't come on the block acting like you hard and acting like you just that nigga or that bitch, but behind closed doors you're doing something totally different. Like I
Let me
said, be all
Okay,
you can be.
let me ask
okay,
you this
so
though, Tiffany, since you feel that way, you know what I'm saying? If they did come out, would you still be cool with them? That's still your peoples or what?
I'm still cool with them. I don't have a problem with the community.
Well,
I
maybe that's
mean,
why they not coming out. You know what I'm saying? Because they thinking that motherfuckers gonna talk bad about them or whatever. You know what I mean? And
I prefer a person to be all they can be and be themselves than have to hide fake and funky and everything else. Whether you're gay, you're straight, you're bisexual, you're trisexual, you're pansexual, any of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just be honest about it. That's all I'm saying. Being honest about it. But with everything going on, and it depends, like, because some of the people I know, they're older. So the older ones is kind of like they still got to keep up this reputation because back in the days, that was considered a no-no. You feel me? But times has changed. Do you?
okay, so Tiffany, you on the block. This one of your OGs that you just regarded him as the gangster of all gangsters, right? He's
Yeah.
on the block. You on the block. Y'all out there grinding. It's like 10 homies out there. Y'all out there. And while y'all on the block, a car pull up, slam on the brakes, boom. Uh, uh, a homosexual jumps out and say, "Why you doing me like this, Devin? I've been calling you all day." Woo, woo. And he like, "Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck off the motherfucking block." And she was like, and the motherfucker say, "You wasn't acting like that when you was sucking on this motherfucking dick last night. You wasn't saying all that when you had your dick up in my ass last night. How you gonna look at him then?"
Hey, look it. First of all, I'm gonna sit there and get all the tea. I want to know everything that was going on last night and
Hey,
everything else.
motherfucker gonna fight me because I would be laughing like a motherfucker, boy.
That's what I'm saying. I want all the tea. I'm gonna be laughing. But at the same time, I'm gonna let the homie know, like, nigga, if that's your nigga, that's your nigga. Like, you feel what I'm saying? You don't gotta worry about me as a homie because I still respect your gangster. Like, you feel what I'm saying? If the homie's still out there putting in work, doing what he gotta do, and handling his business and everything else, hey, be all you can be. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna look at a person differently. I don't like to, how can I put it? The judging part is hard for me because I've dealt with a lot in life, so I don't like to judge people because you never know what their story is. Like I said, the homie could have did 20 years. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Sometimes the female CEOs don't want to, mess with none of them in there. They had no, like, niggas, y'all do get horny, y'all get blue balls, like you know what I'm saying? They probably didn't did the fifis, they probably didn't did the warm gloves, they probably did, like, they did everything they could before they even went to that avenue. So that's what I'm saying. You never judge a person on what they doing, their lifestyle, their what they did, none of that stuff. It's kind of like, I want a person to be themselves at all times with me.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Okay,
be
so
yourself.
look.
Hey, buddy, look, let me ask you this question, buddy, because you've been to the penitentiary. You know guys that done that and came back to the streets and act like, everything was cool. What do you feel about them when you see them in the streets? You know what I'm saying? And you know that they've been in the penitentiary, you know what I mean? And they've been doing these things and they come out to the street like it's all cool. Do you still respect them as a man, or, you know what I'm saying? What?
Well, me personally, no. And everybody know me. If everybody know me and know about me, I put your business out there. I put you on Front Street. And see, what's so fucked up about me is when I tell the story, I tell it and people be laughing like I'm joking, but I'm really telling you the story. So, but like if I'm in the pen with somebody, like, okay, let's just say for instance, and I can say this because people know this, right? We had a homie named Lil Bokey. Well, not had, we got a homie named Lil Bokey.
Mm-hmm.
Lil Bokey in prison had him a punk. He got out and his punk got out. He was with his lover on the street.
So you saying he brought it home from prison with him to the street?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But didn't nobody take away his gangster. They didn't take away his gangster. He still had his gangster.
Mm-hmm.
He even brought his lover to the street. Took his lover in the bottoms and everything, bro. Nobody even questioned his gangster. When they did question his gangster, it was to where his lover went back to prison. He was so in love with the lover, he did something to go back to prison.
Mm-hmm.
So, but me, when he got out, I told him, motherfucker, nah, man, the homie, he was getting man pussy in prison. He was getting man pussy, yeah.
And brought it to the streets.
And brought it to the street.
So basically, he really didn't care what nobody said.
And I respect that. And I respect it. You know why?
Because
you can't do nothing but respect it though, because he ain't hiding it. He don't really give a fuck. He don't really care about your opinion.
You know why?
You know what I'm saying? He don't give a fuck about your opinion.
Correct. I respect that because he like, nigga, fuck you and what you going through. I'm still gangster. I'm still from the hood. I still put in my work. I still do what I do. But I like man. Mm-hmm. And I respect that.
But maybe it's just me. So the thing is with me, I'm homophobic.
Yeah.
I am. I can admit it. And the first thing to recovery is admitting it. I will admit it. I am homophobic.
The nigga said the first thing to recovery is admitting it. You stupid.
Yeah. So
hey, look, y'all. We got a lot of comments. You know what I'm saying? We didn't pass up a lot of comments from people saying some good.
I know. I want to go back to the first one from Mike T.
Yeah, go back. Start going through the comments, right?
Let's go back a little bit.
Wait, let's go back to the first one, to where the young lady said, "What does it matter what anybody else's sexuality?" It was either by Golden Goddess or it was by I Am Ty. He said Boki had always, okay. I just want to know
I think
why
that's it right there.
is it anyone's business on what someone else's sexual orientation is? So for me, Golden Goddess, I would like to know your sexual orientation. This is just me because I am homophobic. So if me and you sitting somewhere and you lick your lips, nigga, I don't know if your lips is dry or I don't know if you making a pass at me. So you liable to get fucked up.
But she also said that like that shouldn't mess up your friendship with that person if they gay or straight. Like, come on,
It
buddy.
will.
Like,
No,
but the
it
thing
You know
will.
about
what? Hey, I'm gonna say this right now. No, Buddy over here blowing bubbles and shit and throwing bullshit up in the air because them homies that he talking about that he know that been to prison and then been out there, he ain't finna tell nan one of them homies that you up in there fucking them punks and use a fag. Well, you gay.
So
He ain't finna
Boki,
tell
I just
either
told
one
you.
of them. None of them.
I just told you. So one of them is Boki. So when Boki
Now,
hit
I
the
ain't talking
street,
about
I
no
let.
both. You know ones that you know
Okay.
that you told me that you know.
Okay. So I'm just gonna say the OG homie. And the reason why I wouldn't approach the OG homie is because when another OG homie told me about it, he told me, don't say nothing about
but see, this is where what the issue is. Why does it matter who sucking on their penis and who licking on their coochie or not? Regardless,
Yeah, long
I
as,
just
if
told
they
you
long
why.
as you ain't doing it, shit. Long as you ain't
But I
that's
doing
just
it.
okay, you're homophobic. I get that. That's just you're gonna have to do. Okay, so my question to you is: let's revert this back a little back to a different situation.
okay,
If one,
wait, before you go, I'm gonna let you go, but it says I am GD and homosexuality is a death upon punishment. See, that's a big no-no. So in the Gangster Disciples, if you come with that homophobic shit, you did sentence yourself to death. But go ahead. Go ahead
yeah,
with
Let's
your
go to the next one. Come on, let's go on down, y'all. Let's run through these comments and then Tiffany
okay,
go
go
ahead and
ahead.
knock it on off. Let's run
I
through these
mean, I
comments.
get everybody's situation is different. Like I said, everybody is this and that and everything else. But I'm just saying, if the shoe was on the okay, my question to you is, buddy, is if one of your and don't take it personal. If one of your kids or your grandchildren came to you and said that, like, okay, I like the same sex as me, and it was a male, how would you feel? Are you still gonna be homophobic? Are you gonna try to understand your child or your grandchild to get a feel on what
okay.
he's going through?
So I got a nephew, right? I got
Mm-hmm.
a nephew. It's my nephew through one of my homeboys. Me and my homeboy used to be really close, right?
Okay.
And B-Rat know like what I'm talking about. But like it ain't no names to be said. Me and my homeboy used to be really close. He got 4 boys. One of his boys came out and said, hey, I like men. I have accepted it when his daddy didn't accept it. I accepted it, but I kind of shied away from him too. It's like I don't spend as much time with him as I used to. I still call him, make sure he all right. I still call him, make sure his grandmother all right. He got horses. He's like, Uncle Buddy, you always welcome to come out here and ride my horses and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, cool. But I kind of shied away from him. I don't spend as much time with him as I want to. Or, I mean, let's say as much time as him as I used to. Like, before he came out, we would go ride motorcycles. You know, we'd go kick it. He's my daughter age. My daughter, they went to school together. So if my daughter be like, hey dad, I want to go to a school dance, you ain't going to the school dance unless you take him. And the whole time my daughter knew. So when he came out, he was like, hey, Uncle Buddy, I'm Wooty Wop. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. Okay, that's fine.
I mean,
But
I
I
get what you're
get
saying.
back to it.
I get what you're saying. My thing is just like I don't look at a person for their sexual orientation and all that. It is what it is and all that other stuff. Then Austin Texas said he ain't with all that. You better get away from him before he go before he get
Yeah,
angry with it.
yeah,
Before he go off on her.
Y'all reading the comments? Okay, let's
Yeah,
run
I'm
them
reading
down.
the
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
comments.
run them down, y'all.
Okay, then Austin, Texas. I also know it was wrong for guys to remain a Damu Crip Hoover while being gay, but I was more on why do Damu's Crips and Hoovers think it's good to have a gay girls in our set. And that's what I'm saying. It's okay for the females to do it, but it's different when the males do it. I mean that's kind of contradicting itself. Then Mike T said that screw that homosexuality and bisexual stuff with the male homies. The homegirls gotta check themselves on other on their issues for real, for real. Then Golden Goddess says, I don't know why it is anyone's business on what someone else's sexual orientation is. And I'm 100% on that. Kind of like, who cares what they do? If they putting a whether they putting a penis in their mouth or a pussy in their mouth, who gives a fuck?
But you contradicting yourself. You contradicting yourself. You said, who gives a fuck? But then again, you said, I would like to know what's going on around me.
I mean, she's saying that she can know, cool, but you know, she don't really give a fuck if they let her know or not.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it to you like this: if any of the homies come to me right now and be like, "Oh, okay, well, all this time I've been messing around with this dude, such and such, woo, woo, woo." Okay, cool. I ain't tripping. You feel what I'm saying? Thanks for letting me know. I know what to look out for and everything else and all that other stuff. But see, if a homie come to you and say some stuff after that, you don't side eye him. If he just scratches, you know, it's certain signs they use for like being homosexual. They get to rubbing on their ears and pinching their nose and doing it. You gonna be looking like, oh nigga, I want to beat your ass. But for what?
Yeah.
Because hold up. Because you have some men that's like, you know, sexually attracted to males, but they know you're not like that, so they're not gonna even come at you like that, buddy.
I don't give a fuck. So I don't even if we
know where they're coming from.
Yeah, that's fine. I know where you're coming from, but
look, I got a relative that's gay, right? Cool motherfucker. He got a lot of gay partners. When I be around them, oh, you know, I take somebody around. They don't be like passing at a motherfucker or nothing like that. They know they place, you know what I'm saying, and what they own. They ain't on fucking with nobody that they know that's not involved in that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they not gonna try to seduce you and all that.
If it's your homeboy, I'm pretty sure he ain't gonna all of a sudden say, "Oh, buddy, you look really good."
Hey, but see, they know they play. They know they play. But see, now my mind.
You might jump in there.
Yeah, no, my mind is fucking playing tricks on me. Like we playing basketball, that nigga pat me on the ass, say, "Good game, nigga. I'ma kill you."
Yeah, see, you ignorant.
Hey,
I'm not gonna
even. It's cool for your homeboy to pat you on your ass and say, "Good game."
I know he ain't, because I know his intentions. His intentions ain't to pat my ass and see if it jiggles.
But what's the purpose of another man patting another man on the ass?
No, man, it's a goddamn, it's a sports thing.
No. I'm gonna put it to you like this.
You don't play no sports, nigga.
No, nigga.
In elementary school, nigga, we wasn't patting each other on the ass talking about no good game, nigga.
Hold up.
B-Rat. So you saying when you was playing football and you was the center and that motherfucker had his hand right here up under your ass?
I was never the center, brother. I wasn't the center. Right.
Let's go back. Let's go back to the sports things, because you got players that's in the NFL that's gay, openly gay, came out and said they're gay and everything else. They teammates ain't worried about that. They out there playing. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, you get tapped on the ass. It is what it is. That's sport. Like, you know, that's just something. Buddy, it's all in your mind.
It's all right. Comments, y'all. Hey, we got to get these comments, man, because they pushing these comments, man. It's a lot of.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back.
I can't even see the comments. Go on, put them
on
the screen.
I'm gonna start from under Golden Goddess and go to Jason Henderson right here. Buddy read that one already, and then I think CMW gang right here said something.
He said the hood. He said the hood warriors and man is like a rite of passage for man to be man. 10 toes down for the turf. Protect your manhood behind the bars. I mean,
okay.
Like
let's
I
keep
said,
going. Let's not answer.
Okay.
Let's keep going. So we
then the other person said, "God don't own male slaves. God buy." Then Mike T said again, Lil Bookie always had a screw loose, like when he set that apartment on fire in the bottom for whatever reason. Then we have
he could go back to jail. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Come on,
Okay,
let's go.
and then Jason is I'm a GD, and if it gets out that art get out or seen, and you are on some homosexual type of shit, the best thing you better do is move.
Yeah.
Then Austin, Texas said lick lips at me, or even tell me he is. I'm punching him and knocking him out. And then that
Mm-hmm.
person, let me see, male mini skirts. I seen this one, but I didn't really understand what he was saying. Male mini skirts in male stores, gang bangers. Maybe males want to consent to being touched by other males in a park, staying on a bench and relax and put his hands on the other man's pants. Relaxation, whatever that means. Then Austin,
I mean,
Texas
well,
said,
damn, look at the name.
whatever.
Hey,
Then
no bashing, no bashing. Now keep it moving. Now it's all about
Austin,
getting
No,
it.
Texas
no.
said, Austin, Texas said, I met a guy from BPSN who was on the old picture with Jeff Ford. He told me he is gay, so I took it upon myself to beat him up so bad. Then the next one says, the last I heard, he moved out of Austin to another state. Then Austin said, that's what I was getting at. I think it's not okay to have girls gay on our set, but a lot of OF sets do that. That's so up. I'm confused on that one. And then the other
And
person
what is the name?
said
Wait. What is the name on this one? Homosexual. What is it? Homosexual, feminine, biological, male
male.
whistleblower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I just said, look at the name, and you said, no
No,
and
bashing.
then
we not bashing it because you want to look at the name. That don't mean that we
okay,
want to know the
listen.
name.
No,
So then
when
Go ahead, Tiffany.
he said bad social norms we've learned from the past, and then he said fetish. So basically Austin, Texas is kind of like you, buddy. He don't want nobody around him that's gay. He gonna beat him up, do
right,
all this and do all that and everything else.
right,
I mean,
that's my
everybody's
homie.
and
Hey, here goes
everybody's
something funny. Go ahead, Tiffany. Go ahead. You got it.
I mean, everybody's entitled to their feelings and everything else. But to me, is a person is a person, whether they're purple, blue, black, purple, red side, blue side, brown side, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Whether they putting a dick in their mouth or they putting a pussy in their mouth, it's still a person. Because that person that you have homophobic, fetishes, and all this other stuff, that could be a cool ass person, buddy.
It
Y'all
could
can
be.
vibe just y'all can vibe just together. Y'all can laugh.
You don't
Y'all
have
can joke.
you don't have
I'm
nothing.
telling you, gay males are funny as fuck and they fun.
Hey,
I
let me
love
tell
it.
No,
y'all a little story. I know this gay male that was in St. Louis, right? Cool cat, right? Some dudes thought they was gonna run up on him and whoop his ass because he was gay. He put hands on both
Shit.
of them.
Boom. That's what
That's
I'm talking
still a
about.
man.
oh, made them niggas
Okay.
look like suckers,
So let me ask you this, B-Rat.
huh?
Let me ask you this. You have been through a lot, and you have been fortunate enough to never go to prison. But say for instance, you go to prison. You see one of your gangster homies from the street. You get to prison, and let me tell you, you ain't never been to prison, so you get to prison. He got red Kool-Aid on his lip. He got his motherfucking eyebrows plucked. He got his hair up in the man bun like Tiffany.
Fuck you.
He done took a t-shirt, cut the motherfucking arms off, sewed the hose up, and made a fucking skirt out the motherfucker. He done took the motherfucking pencil lead and made some blush. And when you see him in prison, he like, hey Brian, motherfucker, a whole transgender in prison. And you like, man, what the fuck? If you finna sit down at the table with him and have a spread, are you gonna tell him, hey man, get your ass over there?
It's a good question, man. because I ain't never been to the penitentiary, so I don't know what it's like. But I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I done been around gay people, and if I know you, I know you, but that don't mean that I'm finna bunk with you or sell with you. I ain't finna, you know, that's like, so if you say, if you seen your relative in jail and he was gay, you ain't gonna say what's up to him or nothing. You just gonna walk right
I'm
past
gonna
him.
say, I'm gonna say what's up to him. But when we hit chow hall and he comes sit to the table, I'm gonna tell you, you can't sit at my table.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be pretty much hanging together because I'm pretty sure he's hanging with his people. You know what I'm saying?
So
But I
then,
mean, you know, I'm gonna still speak to him though. What I'm saying, I'm gonna still acknowledge him. I'm gonna still acknowledge my people.
okay, you acknowledge him, but now he can't sit at the table. So now 2 years later, you get released and you back on the block and you see this motherfucking cutlass pull up with D's and Bows and this nigga jump out. What's happening, blood?
The same dude that was in
Now,
the pen.
the same dude that was just in the pen. What do?
I'm gonna tell him to pick a side, man. You need to get your life together, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. Like you need to know.
Are you gonna bust him out though?
Huh?
Are you gonna bust him out and let everybody know?
I ain't gonna bust him out because it ain't my business to bust him out. But I am gonna
And that's what I was
talk to
gonna
him
ask.
right
Like,
then and there. I'm gonna talk to him
hold up.
while he roll up on me on these D's. I'm gonna talk to him and tell him, homie, you need to get your shit together. Either you're gonna be, you know, a homosexual or you're gonna be a gang member. You need to make a choice, homie, before these other cats get on you. You know what I'm saying? And then it's a wrap.
So he can't be a homosexual gang member?
I'm not the one that's finna go tell, oh, I just seen Whoopty Whoop roll up and he was a fag in the pen and he was gay, and I'm not finna do all that.
And
So
that's
he
what
can't
I'm
be a homosexual gang member?
Yeah, he can. But my question to you
I'm
is,
asking B-Ray.
You say,
wait, I'm asking B-Ray. Huh?
You say, can he be one?
Can he be a homosexual gang member? You told him he got to pick a side. He can't be a homosexual gang member?
I would tell him I'm saying for me, I would tell him at that time when I was in the thing, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you need to pick a side, man, and decide what you want to do. Now, today, they out here and they doing their thing. It don't bother me because I know they ain't after me and I ain't after them.
I'm going to tell him on West Side Center Park, nigga, get your ass off the block before I tell everybody.
But see, that's my question. Buddy, for real. What are you getting out of telling people business? What are you getting out of it?
If you ain't finna be no homosexual gang member around me, it's not gonna happen. And I'm gonna tell.
Okay.
But you know, you're around them right now, and they just not saying nothing. That's the problem.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you not understanding, buddy.
I don't know.
They say, "Ooh, buddy got a big old booty."
That's what I'm saying. And that's,
hold up.
So when you want them to tell you what time it is, or not tell you, or be looking at your booty in, you know, in secret.
No, for real, buddy.
See, that's the thing. If I don't know, I can't say nothing. Luckily, I don't really sag my pants, but I don't be want to walk past this dude and I'm sagging, and he like, ooh. The nigga might be looking at a car going by. He might say, ooh, and I think he done said ooh to me. I gotta take my belt off and book this nigga.
I just want to know for real. My question to you is, I mean, what, like, really telling okay, so what, you told everybody he's a homosexual. He did this in the pen, he was just like this in the pen, this is and that and everything else. Everybody were like, okay, that's his thing. So what? He's still putting in work, he's still doing what he gotta do and everything else. What gratification are you getting out for telling that man's sexuality? That's what I want to know.
He ain't finna be on the block with me, a professional dick sucker.
But it doesn't matter. Like, do you understand what you're saying? Like, who cares if he's a homosexual? This can be the hardest nigga from the hood, putting in work, doing what he gotta do, all this other shit and everything else. Okay, like Rat said. Okay, now if the dude he's seen in prison was dressed up as a femme, but he come home as a gangster, yeah, I'm gonna put him to the side like, hey, check this out, player. It's either you gonna be a femme or you gonna be a real nigga. Like, you feel what I'm saying? We already know what you're doing. We're not tripping off that. But it's either you're gonna be flamboyant with it or you gonna be man with it. Just kind of pick that side and everything else. But then you come around and be like, oh, that nigga was this and that and everything else. Everybody like, okay, he was like that nigga. Just, pick a side, which one you want, the male or the female role and everything else. And we go on about our business. But you still got your boxers up your ass, tripping because the niggas on the block being a homosexual gang member. Who gives a fuck?
Boxers ain't up my ass.
Anyway, that's just like Austin, Texas said. He said it's okay for a female gang member to be gay, a stud, this or that, and everything else, but it's not okay for a male? Why?
Because a female stud is a man. He's being a man. I want some mans by my side. I don't want somebody that think about Peter Gabriel. We in a fight. We ain't got time to be Peter Gabriel.
So are you homophobic towards females too that's gay?
Oh.
Good question.
Why? Why?
Because they ain't looking at me. Nigga.
Buddy, it's some stud bitches out here that's hard than a motherfucker, walking around with a strap on constantly and everything else, and will look at you and be like, damn, buddy, a pretty ass nigga. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey, I ain't never been pretty. Now I'm sexy in a motherfucker, but I ain't never been pretty.
But do you kind of understand where I'm coming from? What's the difference between a female being gay and gang banging than a male being gay and gang banging? It's still the same fucking thing.
I just told you. They ain't looking at me.
You know why? Because you feel a man, because you got some hood niggas, like I said, you done seen some of the homies I'm talking about. They walk around, they do their shit and everything else. You done been around them. Y'all chop it up, y'all talk, y'all do all that shit and everything else. And they gay to the motherfucker. But they're not even paying attention to you. So what's the difference?
You tell me who they is in my DM?
Nope. No. I said I wasn't giving up no names. But anyway, here. I said, I didn't see you have physical conversation with these males. And they act normal. And the whole time, they're not even looking at you like that, buddy. They laugh at you because you funny as fuck. But it's like, I know. And like I tell them, I ain't tripping. I ain't gonna put your business out there. That's not my business to tell. But my question to you is, buddy, it's just kind of like, I'm still trying to get, what's the point of telling that person's business if they on the block? And everybody else
not gonna be on the block with me, portraying to be a gangster, and you like man pussy, or you like hot mouth from a man. You're not gonna be on the block with me. If you gonna go be gay, if you gonna go be gay, then go be gay. Fine.
The thing about it is, you could be this person that you talking about can be the biggest killer from the hood, straight gangster. Like doing what you gotta do and everything else. Just because he'd rather have a dick in his mouth than some pussy in his mouth is a problem?
The cold part about it though is you running around in the streets with him right now. That's the cold part about it. That's what I'm trying to. We know who it is or we don't know who it is. They out there.
But listen, buddy, I'm gonna tell you this.
It's all over TV. It's everywhere.
Some of those homosexuals from the hood, you talking about you'll beat their ass? They got hands, homie. Some of these homosexuals, listen, hold up. Some of these homosexuals will give you a run for your money, homie.
Hey, a lot of people can give me a run for my money, but it's the end result. The end result is my hands are fucking delicious. I'm telling you.
Okay.
And my shit ain't good. My shit ain't spectacular. My shit is delicious. I'm telling you.
Okay. And that's fine. But I just still want you to be more open-minded, because when it comes to this subject about a gangster and homosexuality, like so you one of the homies that don't accept it. You feel what I'm saying? Other homies on here saying that they like it's not a thing and everything else. But if you look at the world today, if you look at everything and all this other stuff, that's what everything's all about now. Homosexuality.
I mean, I can see if the dudes was coming after you and giving you, youngsters and shit like. Then it'll be a different problem. Then now you talking about a different game. You know what I'm saying? But as long as they ain't fucking with you, like shit, I'm cool with you. I mean, we can kick it. You know what I'm saying? We can be able to people I was kicking. I I ain't tripping like that, but I'm saying, as long as you ain't trying to make no pass at a motherfucker, you on some other bullshit, nigga, I'm happily married.
So the golden goddess says, why do it matter if the individual is gay or not? So the actual whole conversation is gay gang members. That's the actual whole conversation. We kind of like off topic, but on topic, but off topic. But it's like gay gang members. And the reason why gang members are supposed to be a hard breed, a hard culture. They're supposed to be holding down the block. And you can't be hard, to me, and this is to me, you can't be hard and be gay.
Yes, you can.
Being gay is just a statement. Just a statement of being gay. There's no hard in there.
Hey, look it. The real statement
Buddy, let me take you back to when we was kids and you was much younger, but you seen it. Was my relative Debbie gay?
Yes.
Was she hard?
I was scared. I was literally scared of her.
She was whooping niggas' asses too. Niggas. She was whooping them niggas. She was gay. She was gay.
And that's what I'm saying. But the same homies that you feel like, oh, he gay, he can't be hard, be the same homies that's busting right beside you, knocking niggas down. You feel what I'm saying? Just as hard as you, but he just like penis instead of pussy.
I know, but see, if I was to known that they were gay, I would literally look at them in a different light.
Oh, but see, that's what the problem with society is today is you always want to judge somebody for what their sexuality is or what they've been through in life and everything else. Like a lot of motherfuckers will call us convicts, no good members of society. Okay, yeah, we got our life together, but we still gang members. We still out here promoting the bullshit and all this other stuff and everything else. So you got people that still turning their nose up to us. And how do you feel about that? Because nigga, you out there taking care of your daughter. You remember you're a single dad. You making your dollars. You handling your business, but you still got motherfuckers looking at you like, nah, this nigga ain't nothing but a nothing ass nigga that gangbangs.
Okay, but my accent.
We got a comment right here. We got a comment, man. You know what I'm saying? It says correct your to correct your closest friends is probably gay right now.
No.
She said somebody gay, everyone is human and they like what they like.
Okay, so let me ask you.
I heard about for my hood that was homosexuality. You right, when was we was among them every day and didn't even know. Golden gotta say no different from a man to eat ass and freak women in the backside.
That's what I'm saying. If a nigga looking ass and wanna put hey, look, I'm gonna step out for a minute.
All right. So,
but the thing is with that rat, he's doing it with a woman. He's doing it with the opposite sex.
I get it. Texas say, Tiffany. I'm saying it's okay for girls to be gay in our sets. What I'm saying is, why do the sets think it's okay and nobody is speaking about the girl part of the whole gay topic? Golden God, I know. Right way. Let's say right. Why do it matter, gang member or not? If they're gay, they're gay. I mean, that's true. It don't matter if they gay, they're gay. You can't stop it. Every neighborhood has them. Righteous says that 01. Righteous 01. Or individuals that have suspected of their behavior. I don't know what the hell she's saying. Gangsta-licious, delicious. What the fuck?
Gangsta-licious, delicious. That's a name. That's a name. Gangsta-licious.
Let Buddy talk. Damn. Speedy Dog say, let Buddy talk. We're going to let him talk, Speedy Dog. One more. Call them zesty gangsters, but they're still gangsters. Okay, go ahead, buddy. Get your shit on with it, man. Tell us about it, man. You know, we know how you feel about it, man. But tell us, man.
That's all I'm saying, man. If you gonna be gay, then take that shit over there. Be gay over there. Don't be gay on the block. We have been raised to be men. We have raised we are men. Even if we not on the block, we're raised to be men, right?
Mm-hmm.
Men to be tough, to uphold the family, to protect the family, to raise your kids a certain way. How do you find the word man in somebody that's gay? You want another man. There's nothing hard about that. There's nothing gangster about that. There's nothing manly about that. That's gay. You are gay. That means to be happy. That means to be funny. That means to do all that other shit. Take that shit over there. I don't need that shit on the block.
So Speedy Dog say, buddy, he really talking to you. Basically, are y'all gonna put on a nigga y'all know is gay? Are you gonna put on somebody you know is gay? Well, if you know he's gay, we know Buddy not putting him on.
No.
He ain't putting him on to nothing.
I ain't even putting him on the bike. The fuck out of here.
Hey, my question is to Buddy, is he gonna put out his homeboys that he know that been doing homosexuality in prisons out here on the street that he know there's killers or big homies or whatever? Is he gonna put them on blast?
I told you I know 3.
Are you gonna blast them out?
I just told you about one. That's the homie Lil Bokey, but everybody know about that. That's right. Not no secret.
Right.
And then I got an older homie that another OG homie told me about, but he told me don't never say
no other OG homie. No, you can't go at what nobody else told you. You got to go at what you know. You got to go with facts, bro. That's just like a brother. That's just like somebody snitching, right? You can't just go up there and say, "Oh man, I heard you was snitching. You snitching." You need to have some paperwork, man.
How can I go confirm it if he told me don't never say nothing?
Well, you can't confirm it then. You can't confirm it. You got to know for a fact.
So the OG homie, can I go to him and say, "Hey man, check this out, man. I heard you was up there in the prison, man. You was up there fucking with that man pussy, man." You know what I mean? The other homie told me don't say shit.
But why can't you go to him and ask him that? It's an honest question. See, because I'd rather hear from the horse's mouth than somebody else telling me.
I'm not even supposed to know.
But no, you don't even got to tell a homie that when you go ask him, you don't even have to say, I'm just gonna be like, hey, word around is like, you know, that you fuck with niggas in the prison and all this other stuff. Is it true or not? That's all you gotta say. Then you can have your own confirmation, because the other homie that's probably telling you this probably don't even know what the hell he talking about. You feel what I'm saying? And they already know how you feel about the homosexual.
Hey, and it's possible that homie got it from another homie. They got it from another homie.
You never know.
Homie. You know what I'm saying?
And you never know, because if that's the case, this homie probably, him and the other homie probably had dealings with each other, and they want to keep everything on hush hush. One probably is okay with coming out. The other one probably want to keep it on hush hush. That's what I'm saying. You got to get shit from the horse's mouth. Like, okay, we know Buddy homophobic. Whatever, Buddy. It is what it is, and all this other stuff.
Are you Are you mad?
No, I'm not mad. No, I'm not mad at all. I would never tell you the homies that I know that's out there like that be around you, because first of all, I know you're an asshole, and you're an asshole, and you're gonna put them on blast right then and there, and I don't want no parts of that, because see, when you put people on blast, you play too much. So you
not gonna put them. Hey, okay, so I promise you, I won't put them on blast, but I will promise you, when they come around me, I'm gonna tell them, hey man, you gotta get the fuck from around me. And they gonna say why. I got my own reasons why. But I don't need you around, dick sucker. I mean, motherfucker.
See, that's what I'm saying. You play too much. Now, Speedy Dog said he asking all 3 of us if we knew somebody that was gay, would we still pull them on? My thing is, I don't give a shit. I don't care what your sexual purpose is. It's you gonna bust this gun like I bust this gun. You gonna put in work for the hood just like I put in work for the hood. You gonna do what you gotta do just for this neighborhood and everything else. So that don't bother me. But see, that's my opinion. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not homophobic.
He gonna bust a gun, but he wants another gun to bust.
Come on. and I'm gonna say this,
see,
but no, for
that's why
real.
he can't
I'm
come to us.
gonna say this. I used to be funny about males being gay because I just think that it wasn't masculine. Like, nigga, like you supposed to be like wearing the pants of the house. You supposed to be, this. You're supposed to be that and everything else. But see, that's what the problem with every male has a feminine side to them. Now, whether your male side is more dominant than your feminine side, you guys all got female tendencies in you guys. The emotions, the this, the that, and everything else. I don't mean to put you on blast like that or try to be funny and saying that y'all gay too and all. No, 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 no. Everybody's
Fuck out of
emotions are
here.
different. No, no, for real. Everybody's emotions are different and everything else, and you have that, like those certain emotions that we have, that you want to be held, you want to be this, you want to be that. So at first I used to be ignorant
Hey,
to the
wait,
fact that,
wait a minute, you crazy. There ain't nothing gay, feminine about that. Cause I want to cuddle.
listen to,
You know you gotta push the
listen,
button and
just the way
Fuck
you
you.
said it, nigga.
listen, man, that's not pushing. Just come
No,
right
for
here
real.
and sit
I
right
just
down.
like,
You sound
I used
fucking
to be like,
crazy though.
no, I used to be like, ugh, like, nigga, you playing swords. Like, that's not, oh, no, like, and everything else. But after I learned about the whole thing, and then I started, like, hanging with males that's gay and, going to school with them and everything else, hey, I treat them just like the homie, like the homegirl. Like, it is what it is. They're fun. They're still a person. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Just because you
Yeah.
like what I like, it doesn't matter to me.
So so one of these homies that you talking about, right? Later down the road, he say, hey Tiffany, I always thought you was cute. I always thought you was good looking. Um, you think we can come together? You think we can date or
Wait,
something?
you talking about a male that was gay?
One of the guys that you know from the hood that you say uh is a professional dick sucker, he say, hey Tiffany, I always thought you was cute, and I like your aura, I like your personality and stuff. You think we might can go out and have some dinner and see where it goes? What you gonna say? No, cause you like
No.
dick?
What? No, 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 no. What I'm gonna say is I
Oh,
kind of already
love.
know what side. Oh no, for real. I'm gonna tell him. I know exactly what side you riding for. We could be friends. We could still go out to eat, have those drinks and everything else, but it won't go past that.
Say he ain't gay no more. He say he got it out his
I,
system.
but that's fine and dandy. But see, my mind is the HIV and the AIDS. You feel what I'm saying? That's where my mind's gonna go. I can't I can't take a chance with my life. Now we could be friends. You ain't gay no more. You like me, whatever. Okay, cool. But the sexual part would be a no for me because my mind is on something totally different because of the HIV and the AIDS, and that's the
Okay.
biggest community with it. So that's my answer.
All right, we
Okay.
got
Hey,
Austin,
hey.
Texas on this motherfucker, man. What's going on with it, Austin, Texas? What it do, homie? Talk to us, man. What's your opinion on this, man?
Can you hear me?
Huh?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear
Can you
you.
Oh,
hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I I was speaking on that. I think that it's not okay for the girls to be gay in the in the sense, but I don't hear no gangsters coming out saying that if they got a problem with it or not. You know what I'm saying? I spoke on this on one of my past videos where I made it seem like that I was speaking against that. Really, to me personally, I'm against girls being gay when it comes to a Damu and a Crip and whatever. All those other games, I'm not worried about those other games. I'm worried about the Damu part, the Hoover and Crip part. That's what I'm worried about. So why does nobody come out and speak about these things? You know what I'm saying? We don't never know if they're against that or not, as far as the girls.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm
I feel
against
you.
it.
Hey, look, while we on that right there, you know what I'm saying? Homosexuality, feminine, biological male said HIV come from not utilizing condoms. Condoms mean safety. Hey, look, I'm gonna run a video clip right fast. I want y'all to check this out. I found a dude named Fat Rat from Fire Deuce Hoover. I don't know if y'all know about him or heard about him or nothing like that. You heard about him before?
I believe so. On the
I got it from
documentaries.
I got it from a documentary called Top Media TV. So props out to Top Media
Yep,
TV.
yep,
So
yep,
you
there
know,
it goes
y'all
right
check this
there.
out,
Yep.
man, right quick. Yeah, let's check this clip out right fast, man. See what y'all think. Let's see.
I'm gonna put my microphone on mute so I can hear. Tiffany, put your microphone on mute and never turn it back on.
So we gonna begin from when BT gets put in a cell with Fat Rat Master Cody, and this is when it begins. BT backed up to the gate, facing us in the cell. His face said it all. Coward. Fat Rat read it and moved in. Hey, hold on, Fat Rat, cuz I ain't got no beef with you, man. He knew he was doomed and was begging. Fat Rat had a reputation for being a booty bandit and thrived on weak men with tight asses. Poor BT. Fuck that. Why you lie, huh? Pow! Fat Rat smacked BT hard across the side of the head. Oh, cuz, I just ain't into crip on crip, cuz I smack. Another whack came down, this one across his face. The tears grew quiet. Hey, Hog, BT began, turning to Hog for relief. Tell Rat to stall me out, cuz I'm gonna stall you out, alright, replied Hog. And with that, Fat Rat grabbed BT's boxer shorts by the elastic waistband and yanked them with one powerful tug. They tore right off of him. Surely I thought BT was going to mount an attack now. Bitches don't wear boxer shorts, punk. Men do, Fat Rat shouted, throwing the ripped shorts on the floor near the steel toilet. Aw, Rat, you tripping, cuz, BT said, but made no move that telegraphed strength. It's Mr. Fat Rat to you now. What you want to do, huh? You want to get him up or what? Fat Rat eased into a strike first position. I ain't got no beef with you for Mr. Fat Rat. And that was it. His last vestiges of strength. He had yielded his manhood by calling Fat Rat Mr., a cardinal sin. In that instant, Fat Rat connected face, knocking BT hard against the bars, where Hog took the liberty of grabbing his cheeks. BT's knees buckled until Hog had fondled his cheeks. He was going down. Oh, BT gave a start when Hog's hands touched his ass. Cuz, what you doing? Shut up, punk. You know you liked it, said Hog. Catcalls began coming from the adjacent cells. BT looked around like a frightened, trapped lamb. But in contrast to a meek, feeble-bodied person, he stood 6'1" and buff, yet he had no inclination to defend himself from what was definitely a head-up situation. Hog was out and in the tier and could not get in the cell. I was not going to get involved. I had no beef with East Coast or BT. Could I have prevented it? Yes, and I intended to, but it would be interesting to see how far this would go. I can't qualify my thinking at the time. In my mind, it was kill or be killed, live and let die. Fat Rat had backed to the rear of the cell and began to disrobe. I thought then that BT would strike, but he didn't. He still seemed to think that Fat Rat could be deterred by reasoning, by appealing to his intellectual morality. BT had been to the pen and had gotten tamed. He'd learned manipulation and vocabulary. But Fat Rat, like me, was uncut street, straight out the bush. The only language Fat Rat knew or respected or could be persuaded by was violence. Everything else was for the weak. Action and more action, and anything else paled in comparison. Fat Rat stood wide-legged in tattered shorts, belly hanging over. He looked like an enraged Buddha. He was ready to fight or fuck. And knowing Fat Rat, he planned on a bit of both. Oh, Hog, you just gonna let your homie trip on me like that, huh? You letting him trip on you, dude. I ain't in that cell. My name is Hog, not Fat Rat. Hey, Fat Rat, cuz, I don't want to fight with you, man. BT's pleading was reduced to a whimper. Clashing hard with his appearance, he was evenly dark from head to toe, and standing there naked, he looked like a Zulu warrior. Dude, you gonna do something? Fat Rat said, massaging his groin and stepping up on BT. Cuz, you tripping, Fat Rat. Pow! Fat Rat punched him hard in the solar plexus. Mr. Fat Rat, punk. Fat Rat exploded as BT doubled over in agony. Ooh, all right, all right. Now what you gonna do? You ready to get him up or what? Fat Rat forced his way behind BT and made him move to the back of the cell. I don't want to do this, Fat Rat, BT said. Even Fat Rat had to take a small step back, as BT was much taller than Fat Rat. BT put his hand guard up and positioned his feet in a fighting stance. Then swiftly like greasy lightning, Fat Rat rushed into BT and began pounding him everywhere at once with furious blows. Fat Rat's hands were hampering blurs, reducing the formerly upright BT to a pitiful clump of flesh under the steel sink.
What y'all think about that, man? Let me stop it right there.
And that nigga didn't even fight back. He didn't even try to protect himself at all.
No. He was probably skinny. You know, he wasn't up in weight to fight back. You got some of them that go to prison that don't even pack the shank to fight back. You know what I'm saying? Some of them be too skinny, too thin, whatever it is, they're not strong enough to fight back. So it's like they get forced to take that in. That's fucked up though.
Yeah, it is. That's why I thank God that I never went to the penitentiary, right? Because I would have preyed on niggas like that. Niggas like him, I don't like niggas like you that's trying to take something or bully somebody. I don't like bully, You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I don't. I probably would have been died in prison. They probably would have stabbed me up or something because I don't like that type of shit, homie. And I think that it's fucked up that a lot of niggas stood by and watched and let it happen. You know what I'm saying? Why would you let it happen?
Definitely.
Hey, if you go to
the ones that heard it. Yeah.
Okay,
Are you breaking up like a motherfucker, man? You want to break
up?
Let me mute. I'm on mute.
Okay.
The thing about it is, if you go inside the comments, somebody named Top Shelf, he putting a lot of people out there. Just look at that comment right there, Rat. Put it up there. So
this one right here.
Yeah, just putting it out there.
Damn.
Tiny Godfather from Pasadena Lane, gay. Loco from NHB 20, gay. Baby Bosco from Neighborhood 20, gay. G Flex, gay. Stone, CSZ, gay. Nigga was on the yard, weird as hell.
Yeah, he doing what he's saying that Buddy said he would do. See, he know he done been on the prison yard with these guys, so he know they've been doing some weird ass shit. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know, he exposing them and letting them know, you know, I know that y'all on some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all been doing. I know what y'all doing.
And I'm okay with that. You know what you're doing, whatever it is, what it is. But at the same time, is as long as they're not coming at y'all, what's the deal? I mean, I know. I know. In reality, and for real, like in the spiritual world and all that other stuff and everything else, gay is like absolutely a no. Like absolutely a no. It is what it is and all that other stuff. But to me, it's just like, you know, I look at a person as a person. I don't really look at their homosexuality and everything else. Just like Speedy Dog, I think he from Hunters, and he was like he probably got some homies from his hood too that's gay, which I know he do because I done seen some shit where niggas was making another that was on Fig from Hunters suck a dick and all that other stuff and everything else because he was out there with a skirt on and all this other stuff. So I done seen some shit online about all that and everything else. Or he snitched, and then I seen another one he snitched and one of his homies was telling him, since you snitching, you gotta suck everybody's dick and all this other stuff. So, like, you know, but my thing is, it's kind of like, prime example, the one I'm talking about. Okay, you see your homie out there on Fig. Okay, he out there, he running the stroll, he doing this and doing that and all this other stuff. You already need to put him on blast for putting him on the phone to let everybody know that he out there. But why would you tell him to go suck another homie dick? That's gay shit right there.
Yeah, fact. And the homie and the homie that let him suck his dick is gay.
That's what I'm saying. But okay, So you know that he's out there. You know he out there doing what he doing and everything else, but he making his cheese and all this other stuff. You feeling some type of way because you know he from the hood. And when he comes to the hood, he not dressed like this, but you see him on Fig like this and everything else. You already didn't put him on camera, put him on blast, but now all of a sudden you want him to go suck another homie's dick? Like, why would that even
Yeah.
come into play?
I don't know. But the nigga need to get his gay ass from around here.
So, I don't know.
Hey.
Like I said,
But now watch this though. To the video that Rat played, dude was automatically testing his manhood in the beginning. He
yeah.
called him in the cell. He locked the door behind him. He said, nigga, what you want to do? You want to get him up? And the dude said, nah, I ain't with Crip on Crip. Nigga said, no, we gonna get down. And then when he said, no, man, I don't want to. And when he pushed him to the bars and grabbed his drawers and snatched him, that let that nigga know that he was soft right there. He already admitted that I'm soft without even words. He admitted that he was soft. And then he said, you gonna call me Mr. Fat Rat. He said, okay, Mr. Fat Rat. Nigga, you ain't even got no manhood in you. That's why he said, I'm gonna take your ass. That's why he said, I'm about to run up in you. That's why he backed up to the wall and slowly stroked his scrotum and said, I'm gonna run up in you. Because so nigga, you already admitted that you was soft.
So, buddy, if you was in there, just put yourself in a cell with them two guys, right?
Yeah.
And you up in there. Would you have to save dude, or would you have to say fuck dude because he already showing that he don't got no manhood up in it?
First thing I'd have said was, hey, Fat Rat, man, leave that nigga alone. And that nigga would have said, hey, buddy, mind your motherfucking business. I'd have said, okay. Now, if dude don't want to try to protect himself or be no type of man, and he's hollering, oh, buddy, save me. Nigga, do something. Save yourself. Punch that nigga in his esophagus. Nigga, rip a piece of sheet and wrap it around his throat and choke that shit till the security come. Nigga, do something. Don't let that nigga rip your goddamn drawers off. Hey, and truthfully, the type of nigga I am, if I was in the cell, I'd have been like, damn, BT, you gonna let that nigga just rip your drawers off like that? And he would say, hey, before he set up, mind your business. I'd have said, all right, man, but I'm just asking. That nigga, is he really gonna let you rip your drawers off like that? I'm just asking, bro. Because nigga ain't gonna be ripping my drawers. Then I would have, that's probably like instigating it, but I would ask the question, like, if you just go let him rip your drawers off and your ass cheeks all sweaty and shit because you're nervous and shit, and you ain't gonna do nothing. Matter of fact, pop the cell so I can get the fuck out of here because I don't even want to see it.
Not even that, but see,
they on lockdown. Ain't no popping those cells.
The thing about it is, see, it's different.
Put his penis in that man booty. I'm gonna put the cover over my head, and I don't want to see it.
The thing about it is, see, y'all males have it different from us females. We don't go through all that rape and all that other stuff and everything else. Like, you feel what I'm saying? We peep out who we want to mess with. We get at them and we go from there. Like, you feel what I'm saying? It's not all that taking manhoods and womanhoods and all that other stuff. We just bumping coochies, eating pussy, and going about our way.
Yeah, I don't agree. I don't agree with that. If the brother was a weak brother, they should have just got him up off the row. You know what I'm saying? Got him up off the row and get. I don't believe in taking advantage of nobody though. That's my.
But it goes back to our initial conversation. He goes in there with that crippin', acting he hard. Oh, nigga, this crip, and a nigga test his gangster. And when he tests his gangster, that nigga fold up and showed that he was soft. So once he folded up and showed that he was soft, okay, well, since you soft, let me put my motherfucking finger in your ass and see what you're gonna do about it.
But
wait a minute, ain't that brother that's doing that? Even though he's punking him and he, you know what I'm saying, he letting motherfuckers know that he ain't no man, he ain't no real crip. Ain't he gay for trying to, doing some shit like this? This ain't this nigga's first time that he done done it.
Yeah.
You took the words right out of my mouth, Rat, because the simple fact is, You can test somebody's manhood or womanhood any way it goes, but when you start adding that, oh, I'm gonna fuck you in the ass, or I'm gonna put my dick in your mouth and all that other stuff to test that gangster, that's some gay shit. Like, you feel what I'm saying? That's really like first of all, everybody's gonna be tested when they go behind the walls. They just gonna see what side you stand on. What is it? The United Blood Nation in there, and then it's another one, and then it's the Crip ones, then it's the Aryan Nations. Yeah, all that. See, where I was at, we didn't have to do all that. See, where I was at, I was up north and all this stuff. They was banging area codes. When they first banged on me, it was like something 3810. I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Bitches bloods. Like, you know, I don't even know what the hell y'all talking about. And they was like, oh, like, you know, you on the wrong side and this and that. Bitch, I don't know about all that. Because Northern California do it totally different from Southern California. But at the same time, is when Frat Rat did that, it's a way of testing somebody gangster and something else. You ripping his drawers off, you doing this and you doing that and all that other stuff. That you already know, like, nigga, you gay.
Yeah, and I don't believe I really think that the niggas on the road or whoever was on the road with him, they should have whooped Fat Rat's motherfucking ass for doing that shit. Cause nigga, you gay. And if gay is not a part of the gang banger or a part of the gang life, they should have whooped Fat Rat's ass for doing that.
Correct. But even playing with him like that, like, okay, okay, buddy, come on, you're a real guy. Now hold up. Wait, hold up, buddy. You're a gangster. Like, you feel what I'm saying? When you want to test somebody's gangsterism and see how hard they is and everything else, are you gonna say, once you start seeing he's soft, are you gonna say, okay, nigga, I'm gonna take your drawers and you gonna come and suck my dick and I'm putting your, come on, are you gonna test his gangster like that?
No, but that nigga, I probably would make that nigga wash my clothes.
Okay, that's something different, but you're not doing nothing sexual.
I make that nigga go to the store for me. I make that nigga go run some kites to other yards and shit.
Yeah,
see, but I wasn't in the pen. I wasn't that type of dude. I wasn't that. When I first got to the pen, my first time going for the riots and all that shit, I was up under this one dude named Yap. He's from Dubs. I was up under Yap. Yap straight up told me, don't let these niggas play you. Don't let these niggas get you on paperwork. Always be gangster. 100% of the time, be gangster. A nigga, if you come back from the yard and a nigga put a Snicker on your bed, find out who put that Snicker on your bed. And then you go over there and you say, nigga, you put this Snicker on my bed. As soon as he say, yeah, slap the shit up out of it. That's the type of nigga I was up under. And I always kept that same mind frame. Wherever I fucking went, whatever pen I went to. As soon as the motherfucker be like, hey, what's up, homie? Where you from? Nigga, I'm from Westside CCB. Oh, nigga, woo. And I was ready to chunk him. Off the top, I was ready to chunk him. So when somebody approached me, when I see like somebody, even if you a Damu from Bompton, or you a Damu from Pasadena, and I see you with some fluttery shit, it's my job as a Damu. I ain't talking about no shot caller or nothing like that. It's my job as a Damu to call you out on it.
Hey, that's what Top Shelf say. Top Shelf say he saw so much weirdo activity amongst Damus and Rips, it's ridiculous. A lot of dudes be turning a blind eye, but I got out spreading the word. So he got out blasting them and letting motherfuckers know that they was in there doing that bullshit, and they gonna come back to the streets acting like they super gangster, but they was up in there doing their thing.
Yeah.
And like I said, I mean, my thing is, I get what he's saying, Top Dog saying. Like, I mean, Speedy Dog saying, that's right. You go, all right, look at, guess who I seen in the pen? Yada, 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 was doing this, doing that, and everything else. Okay, you tell other people it is what it is, go from there. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But my thing is just kind of like, if the other people's not tripping off them being, like, you know, it ain't coming at them, that's my main thing is, and I want it, once again, buddy, if they not really tripping off you, but you know they gay, you still gonna treat them wrong. But it's a person. That nigga can be hard just like you.
Hard gay
But
nigga.
they should, but they really shouldn't try to come back to the streets thinking that. I mean, I wonder what they think. They think nobody ain't gonna know, nobody ain't gonna tell nobody, because everybody that we know that done it, niggas know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We know.
and like
Except the ones Tiffany ain't telling us about.
now you didn't talk to him, and you didn't did all that stuff and everything else. Like I said, you didn't talk to him, had conversations
You
with him.
ain't telling a motherfucker who it is though. Fucking
Like,
jawbone.
I'm not. That's not my business to tell. Like, you feel what I'm saying? When they want to come out and they want to say that they gay, nigga. I'm not about to put the homie on blast like that and everything else. You feel
Hey,
what I'm saying? And all that
Tiffany,
other stuff.
Tiffany, when they come out
I'm
and
listening.
say that they come out and say that they gay, me as a nigga from CPB is gonna try my best to get their ass put off the hood.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't
That's
care if it's a G homie. If B-Rad come out and say he gay, B-Rad is no longer welcome over here no more.
No,
that's
Like,
fine.
I can't come on the Real Eagle Moment show no more.
You ain't even a motherfucking co-host no more, nigga. You signed over all your rights. It's gonna be
Yeah,
me and
I
Tiffany.
mean,
Hey, nigga getting the boot
like,
like that, man. Oh,
listen,
Oh,
like I said, I don't know. Like I said, to me, if that nigga still gonna bust his gun back with me and everything else, we still gonna get on the enemies. We still gonna bust missions and we still gonna do our shit. And he go home to his nigga and suck dick. I don't give a shit. We did what we were supposed to do.
yeah. Y'all gonna go to the green horse together, and y'all gonna be looking at the same dude. Oh, you see
Yeah,
old boy
like,
in here? He's sagging, and I can see his cheek. Ooh, I like him too.
hey, look, let me tell you something though. Like I said, I got a few relatives that's gay, right? Boy, there be some bad females hanging around them though. There be some bad females. They be straight. I mean, they probably bisexual or whatever, but there be some bad females on deck.
yeah,
It's a
I'm telling you,
it's a homegirl from NHB. Y'all know her. Homegirl from NHB. Gangster. Be having a gang of females. I just can't.
yeah, and
Mad
see,
Puff say,
to
like my
me,
nigga SB used to say, nigga, you a gangster, but you gay.
yeah, but like I said, my thing is, as long as once I know that, like, my only thing is, don't be scared to be a gangster and be gay. Like, you feel what I'm saying? At least let
Can't
motherfuckers
be
know.
bold, man.
No,
What the
but
fuck
what
you
I'm
keep
saying
saying that
is,
for? You can't be
What
bold.
he say? You can't be a gangster and a drug dealer. You need to pick a side. Either you gonna
Right.
hustle or you gonna
that's
bang.
just like, okay,
Right.
prime example. Some of the ones that I know that, like, they still fuck with women too and everything else and all that other stuff.
So they
But see,
bisexual then.
yeah, but see, when I see, like, when I first seen it, it was just like, nigga, like, what are you doing? Like, you feel what I'm saying? But then after talking to the people and everything else, it's kind of like, nigga, you don't got a front for us. Like, you feel what
Hey,
I'm saying? Like,
so what
So
did you see
you
him
think it was
do?
a front, Tiffany?
yeah, listen, I said, you don't got a front for us. I know what's going on. I said, other motherfuckers might not what's going on, but you
How
being
you
on the
know he
block,
was gay? How did you
listen,
know?
being on the block like this with a girl and thinking, like, it's all cool and fine and dandy and everything else. No, like, you feel what I'm saying?
How did
Just
you
be
know?
cool.
How did you know he was gay?
Because we've had conversations.
Did you see him suck a dick
No, he told
or
me.
take a dick in his ass?
So
No,
look, Tiffany, what
he
you
told me.
saying
I don't
is,
want to see all that.
so Tiffany, it
Or
sounds
did
like
he
to
have
me what
balls?
you're saying. It sounds like to me what you're saying, Tiffany, is he confided in you, but he hadn't came out the closet all the way. Is that what
Correct.
you're saying?
He wasn't all the way out the closet like that and everything else. So it was just like, and I rather, like, pull, like, no, for real, buddy, because me and you talk on some other shit too. And
All
when
right,
I be
but what
having
did
real
he have
conversations.
on when he was doing this?
Wait, whoa. Buddy talked about what?
No, for real.
Whoa, buddy.
Me and buddy. No, listen,
Hey,
me and buddy have some real
Buddy
conversations.
don't
No,
fuck
come on.
nothing but two things: women and his right hand. So I don't give a
No,
fuck what.
not on that
Oh,
stuff. Come on, buddy, because I'm talking about, we done had some real life conversations and everything else.
huh?
And I've never put, like, never really put you on, like, put stuff out there like that and everything else. So when people, I'm an easy person to talk to. So when people talk to me, I just feel like that's not my business to tell. Like I got some secrets from homies that's deep. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But I just feel like that's not my place to tell. I'm a listening ear. I'm willing to, help you, give you advice, do all that. Buddy, man, you done had conversations on female wise and everything else. We done talked about certain shit, but it wasn't like I'm putting you on blast and be like, oh, buddy, this and buddy. No, that the conversations we can find in offline, that's some real shit that we be talking about and everything else. That's why I'm coming from. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like I said, I talked to him, don't front. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Because it's kind of you giving her false hope, and then you out here like trying to be like this. If this is what you like, and you still feel some type of way, still come to the block, but don't bring nobody with you. Just stay, like, you kind of get what I'm saying? Just do your own thing, and then when you go home at night, you know what you're doing.
Okay, so what did he have on when he told you?
I'm not even listening to you, buddy.
What you trying to have some Spanx on?
No, I'm trying to narrow it down, like see who it was.
He already told her what time it is, but he ain't came out the closet all the way. So he sound like he trying to impress other people with the females and shit, and try to let people know that he's still on females, but really he's not.
And Mike, wait, hold up, because CMW Gang said something, and you're right. My perspective on males being gay is different from you guys' perspective because of the manhood thing, the alpha male, the gangster shit, the this, the that. But we also got Rat right here that's not really too much tripping off of it either. It's more like, nigga, just be honest.
Yeah,
like, you feel what I'm saying?
Me.
So
as long as you ain't saying, let me crack them cakes, Rat, nigga, then we ain't got no problem.
Rat a motherfucking lie. Hey, Rat a motherfucking lie. Okay, so a nigga in the hood right now. Back in the day, this how you can tell this nigga's a motherfucking lie. And I said motherfucking lie. This how you can tell he a lie, Tiffany. Back in the day, one motherfucker would go to Den's and buy 140 ounce, right? 140 ounce. Now this dude done openly admitted that he's gay. That means in his spare time, he likes to put a dick in it. So B-Rack, you telling me this dude done came out that he's gay. You not tripping about he's gay. But you finna drink that 40 ounce after him?
Negative. I'm not finna drink.
Okay then, so you tripping off. Okay then, so you tripping off him being gay.
I'm not tripping off his sexuality. I am tripping off of him sucking dicks and shit, and then trying to drink off my bottle.
But then you tripping. But then you tripping off him being gay.
No, you're no, buddy.
No, listen.
Wait. It's some niggas that's not gay that I wouldn't let hit my bottle.
Listen, so B-Rack, me and you tripping. Now you know I get hold. So if I'm in the hood, we chilling, and we on the block with a whoop, and you pass me the 40, bam, and I drink some 40, and I give you the 40, and you drink some 40, I just got through eating some pussy. You ain't tripping off of that. But if this motherfucker done just told you that he gay, and he passed you the 40, you ain't gonna drink it because he just drunk a dick. Because he just sucked a dick. So you is tripping off him being gay.
The whole thing about it is,
it's a difference between dick and pussy though.
But listen, the whole thing about it is, eating the wrong pussy can have you fucked up too, drinking behind your homies. Right. So you got to be careful with that too.
Now back in the day, tripping. But right now today, if you ask me would I share anything with anybody, negative.
Back in the days you did, because we was on the 8. I was seeing motherfuckers pass 40 bottles around. Them motherfuckers went around 2-3 times. And then they come to Buddy and I be like, hey man, I don't drink. But
but I'm with Rat. I don't even drink behind my own fucking kids. Because I know, like they of age now, so I know they doing some shit that mama be doing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Kids didn't want to drink behind you.
Jawbone.
Hey. That's what I'm talking about. Jawbone.
Hey, look, back in the days, we did. I ain't gonna lie, motherfuckers had eat the big ET, rest in peace, and go to the motherfucking liquor store and grab a case of Old English 40 ounces, and nigga, we was cracking them and passing them. I mean, we was, but I mean, today, nigga, you couldn't give me the look. You couldn't even look at my bottle. And don't
Back
look at my
then,
blunt either. Don't look at my blunt either. I'm cool. It be
back
niggas having
back
shit on the
then
lips.
when you was back then when you was drinking them 40s that Big ET brought, y'all was drinking them 40s. Somebody in that group was a professional dick sucker.
Come on,
Now
man.
you want
Come
now you want to
on,
think about it.
man.
Now you want to think about it.
Come on, man.
Yep.
And I think I know who one of them is, but I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be on hush hush. But nah, this is a sensitive like, and I get what I get what you males are saying. You can't be gangster and gay. I get that and everything else. But I guess I'm a woman. I'm looking at it at a different perspective and everything
You a
else.
gangster
To
gay
me,
motherfucker. That's
Salute to the homie, 89 on up. Homie, what's happening with it? Inglewood in the
Batman.
house.
But
Man.
no, all I'm saying,
wait. Wait, not to get off the subject though, but I got 5%.
okay.
When your
About to
5%
go off.
out, then we done. This nigga don't never get
Hey.
on here with no charged phone, no charger to his phone.
Cause some niggas
That's
got jobs.
his way of saying he ready to get off the line, y'all. He ready to get off this.
Hey,
He like, I'm off of
listen.
this.
Hey, B-Rad, can you play that clip?
You know what?
Hey, play the clip I
Yeah,
sent you
he
before
get
my
up
phone
because you
shut
know he
down.
half-ass naked. He better get about to get ready to jump in his bed and shit. All he gotta do is take his shirt off and hop in the bed.
Hey.
What?
I don't even want to do
He
that. That
froze.
shit seems gay. Didn't that shit just seem gay?
Oh,
What?
man.
Oh, God damn.
It's another dude, man, named Smiley, right? From Compton. A lot of people probably know Smiley. He been in the prison probably about 30, 40 years. The police used to actually put people in the cell with him. You know what I'm saying? For him to do that to motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? If they didn't like you or you didn't got into it with the police or you came in and thought you was super tough, they would put you in the cell with dude and let dude rape you.
Damn.
So, you know, man, it's crazy. Like Tiffany and them, they got it good. I guess y'all got it good as females. You ain't got to worry about going to prison and a motherfucker bullying you and raping you for the pussy and all that.
Oh
You
no,
ain't got to
no,
worry
no,
about
no, no, no. Now you got people that bullies you and all that other stuff, but and it's more of the lifers. Because right before I got released, I got into it with a lifer. And I guess she was trying to punk me and all this other stuff. And buddy, you nasty. I guess she was trying to punk me and all this other stuff. But like I explained to her, I'm here on like I told her, I'm here on a me number, not a we number. You gonna be here for the rest of your life. I'm leaving this motherfucker. I had to put hands on her and everything else to like let her know, like, bitch, you're not running my life while I'm in here. I'm just here temporary. This is you and all this other stuff. So it's bullying in there. There's other shit in there and everything. We just don't have it as bad as males. We have like the COs that try to rape the girls, or some of the girls willingly give it up, and different stuff like that. Huh?
Male COs?
Yeah. So we like we go through that kind of stuff, but all that ripping panties off and taking off bras and all that other stuff, hell no, we're not doing all that.
All that aggressiveness, huh?
Yeah, we're not doing all that and everything. And then half the times the lifers is the ones that's in a relationship with the same lifers is because they don't want nobody coming in and out of prison because they don't know what the hell they doing when they going out and then coming back in and all the other stuff. So it's usually the lifers are together, and then the other ones that's coming and going, they be fucking on each other, trying to, call themselves gay for a minute while they in prison to get their pussy ate, licked on and all that stuff, and then go home and sit on some dick. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, all I'm saying is if you was the type of motherfucker was doing that type of shit in prison, man, you gay, man. I don't give a fuck what you say, man. You gay, man.
Yeah, the way Fat Rat did that, he like you can test his gangsterism, but it's just like after you test his gangster, why you trying to make him suck your dick and you put your dick in the ass? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why all that?
That nigga should have got him a knife and stabbed Fat Rat motherfucking ass. That's what he should have did. I'd have cut that nigga from his nuts all the way up to his motherfucking throat.
Yeah, I mean it's one thing to do this and it's one thing to to do the other shit. So I don't know. Like I said, I kind of feel for you males because you guys have it worse and all that other stuff and everything else. But us females, we kind of had it like, decent and all that other stuff. So
Hey, buddy, while you was locked up, nobody didn't try to take your booty.
Nigga, I can fight. Yeah. I can fight, nigga. That's one thing
saying, what I'm asking you really is, I heard they do a lot of sex playing and all that old type of shit. Did somebody ever try to sex play you or try to take your booty, man?
Never in the history of nigga.
Hey, but
nobody never.
from my understanding, sagging came from prison. So basically, you go to prison, you sag, and that's when you let a motherfucker know you're available.
Yeah.
89 on up say that's why he made that's what made me keep a knife when I first started prison jailing. Heard stories and seen things, so I was prepared to lay something off some bullshit.
So like when my first time ever going to prison, I went to Hatchetty, New York, and like I said, that's when like everybody had like kind of like a mentor, right? Mm-hmm. And I was up under Yap from the Dub, but some of the homies was under Big Croft Dog from Bounty Hunter. Mm-hmm. Them was all like the wild ass niggas that was like jacking other homies, taking other homies' shoes and shit like that, right? Mm-hmm. All the ones that fell up under Yap, like me, Buku, G Mike from Pueblo, Money Mike and all them niggas, we fell up under Yap. Like we was like the more mellow motherfuckers, right? So ones didn't try us. So like the persona that you have in prison, like you go in there and you act hard, motherfuckers gonna test your gangster because you act hard. They gonna want to see if you really hard. You know what I mean? And not hard as want to take your booty, but always want to fight you and shit like that. The ones that's mellow and quiet, you don't really want to fuck with them niggas because you don't really know what them niggas is about, right? And I worked it in the metal shop. So what I would do in the metal shop, I would cut pieces of triangle, right? And I would throw them over the roof onto the yard, and the homies would get them, and then they would sharpen them down and make their shank, right? So if I'm the motherfuckers that's cutting the pieces of triangles out of metal so you can cut them down and make your shank, what do you think the nigga that was cutting this shit, you think he didn't have a shank? You know what I mean? That's like saying the niggas that's bringing the guns to the hood and sending them, what you think the niggas that's bringing the guns don't have a gun? You see what I'm saying? So a lot of motherfuckers didn't fuck with me. Plus, I wasn't really ready to fucking shank nobody. I was ready to fucking fight because I know I can't.
So let me ask you this, buddy, because I've heard a lot of stories about having a shank. You know what I'm saying? You got to hide the motherfucking. A lot of brothers was talking about they keisted it. I don't know how the fuck you keisted no knife in your asshole, right. But people were saying that they was doing it, right, to survive. And I understand you got to survive. You got to put the knife somewhere so the police can't find it. Did you participate in keistering?
So what I did is I had a red coffee thermo cup. Mm-hmm. And I don't drink coffee, but I will put my knife in the red coffee thermo cup and I will walk around. Like if they just see you walking around with a cup and never drinking it, they like, nah, that nigga, that cup is something else. So I will put my shit in the cup and I will walk on the yard and I will sip like I'm drinking. And the whole time it wasn't nothing in there. It was my shit.
You could at least put some water in it.
And drink some rusty water? Goofy ass nigga. Shut the fuck up. God damn. Harded ass nigga.
So, buddy, so while you was in there, you seen somebody get stabbed?
Yeah. I seen the motherfucker get stabbed and hold his neck and run across the yard like the length of a football field. Mm-hmm. And by the time he got to the CO tower, he fell out because he was running and his blood was pumping. That shit was squirting out. By the time he got over there, that nigga done leaked out. Hell yeah, I seen a motherfucker get cut all across his goddamn face and this shit just flapped open. Like that motherfucker flapped open like a tear in the shirt.
And then Rad, the way they kind of keister is basically what it is they are well, I don't know, that's how we did it. I never keistered that in prison, but I didn't see people do it. So basically they wrap a lot of saran wrap, they put tissue on it, or like, you know, your pad that you basically, we used to walk around with pads on just for nothing. So when you got the pad on, like, you know, the cotton part in the, well, you don't know, it's some cotton part that's in the pad and everything else. We used to rip it open and stick our stuff in there and then just carry it on us like that, because they already knew every day somebody got a pad on, because we wasn't putting our coochies on those used ass underwear and everything else. So we use pads to cover it up and stuff like that.
Right.
And also,
89 on up. You want to jump on right fast, man? Here go the link right here, homie. If you want to jump on right quick.
Also, when you keister wrap, you got a handle that you got a round handle. You know what I mean? You got a round handle, and then instead of having a triangle blade, you just got an ice pick. So for you to put this in there with just an ice pick on here, you just slide this in there. Now, if you had a serrated blade or a triangle blade that might can cut your intestines, that's different. But if you put an ice pick in there, which is like a ink pen that's melted down with a point on the end, to where when you stab somebody, you basically poking them. That's more easy to keister. But no, I ain't never put nothing in my ass.
And
Last time I had something put in my ass, I probably was like 6 months, and it was a thermometer.
And when you keister, you supposed to wrap it in a lot of saran wrap and all that other stuff, because you gotta kind of get it to come back out easy. And you gotta, when you push it in, it's got to be nice and smooth. And when you pull it out, like, yeah, you got to do all that stuff. And see, us females, we did it a lot easier because in there we have a pocket. I done went to jail with plenty of dopamine. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And everything else. We got we got a pocket. Once you go in, you go to the right. You go in, you go to the right, and you got a pocket. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So it's plenty of. I have to call my people and be like, "Hey, come and get me right now," because you know I can't, like, I'm only gonna be able to hold it for so long, and then I'm gonna have to take it out, hide, and do all this other stuff. When I was younger, like when I was doing juvenile hall time and doing stupid shit like that and everything else, yeah, it's different ways of doing it. But in our penitentiary, we used to hide a lot of our stuff in our little maxi pads or our ponytails, because the way we had to wear, like, we wore our hair and everything else. It was even one girl, she got creative. She braided her hair, but she stuck like the like he said, the shank inside the braid. So it's kind of like the blade is here and she braided on top of, but she had a way where when she needed to get it out, she could pull it out.
That's right.
Hey, but let me ask you this, Tiff, not to get off subject. So you got, let's just say, cocaine. You got cocaine and 2 balloons, and you got it in your pussy, right? You go to prison. You go to you go. Let's just say you go to jail. You in the intake. When they pat you down, do they like put their fingers in your coochie to try to find anything?
No, they tell you to bend over, open your booty cheeks and cough. But if you tuck right, when you cough, it won't come out.
Now I'm saying, if you cough, it'll come out your pussy.
Listen, when you keister, when our vagina, when you keister, you go up and go to the right. It's a pocket. Go up and to the right. It's kind of like where our G spot is too. You go up, you go to the right. You go up, you go to the right, and there's a pocket right there, so you can keep it right there. So when you go through the intake, next time you finger somebody, do it. What I was gonna say, when you go through intake and they tell you to do all this stuff.
Right.
Let me see. Hold on, I'm trying to imagine it.
Put your fingers in there and do it right now.
I just did, but I couldn't figure it out. So that's why I had to kind of like, wait a minute. It's to her right.
Okay.
Her right. So I like I said, I had to make a couple like come and get me right now. Like, I mean intake, don't even let them take me to the back, all this other stuff. I got too much stuff on me and all that other stuff. So like I said, I understand the whole keystering thing, why you in prison and all that other stuff and everything else. But it's just like I said, you males have it a little worse than us females. And now we can be petty and do little shit and everything else. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But full out riots like y'all be having and um let me see. Hey, Slick Buddy. Slick said Buddy got a pocket.
Hey, you the only one laughing. Ain't nobody paying attention to that dumbass shit.
But anyway, so
Put my finger in your motherfucking pocket. You keep talking shit. Shut the fuck
you
up.
you like you guys have it worse. Like, you gotta worry about getting raped. Like, you feel what I'm saying? You gotta get your gangsters tested. You gotta, make sure you walking with the right crowd. You gotta click up here. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. In female prisons, we don't gotta do all that. It's like you know who's who and what's what, and call it a day.
I tell you one thing about prison though, when you go up in there, you a blood, that's for sure. When you go up in there, you keyway, that's for sure. When you go up in there, you whatever you is. But first and foremost, off the top, you black.
Yeah,
So
I already
so
know.
when them riots kick off, when all that shit kick off, you going against the Mexicans or you going against the Woods or whatever, you could be side to side, back to back with a rip, and y'all just be chunking them. And
Mhm.
and that's the first thing. Like if
But
you
like I
if you if you walking on the yard and you see two white boys beating up a brother, you are obligated to jump in.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Female prisons are a little different. For the simple fact is, when I got up there, it's only two women prisons up north. That's Chowchilla and Valley State. Chowchilla is where all the niggas, I mean, where all the Southerners come from. The people from LA County, San Bernardino County, all that. When they go to prison, that's where they go, to Chowchilla. I went to Valley State. The only reason why I went to Valley State is because I was pregnant. The medical hospital was across the street from Chowchilla, so I had to go to Valley State. So when I got there, when you first walk in, you got your bag from what county you came from. So they automatically already knew that I wasn't even from up north. I'm not one of y'all. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So that's when the bushes start happening. And they was like, this 810 and that. And I'm looking like, bitches bloods. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't know nothing about no 810, no 717 and whatever up north area codes. So that's how we have to handle our shit and everything else. Then once you get to, that's when you first get there. But then when you go over the wall, it's a totally different story and everything else, because you do have some LA bitches on the other side at Valley State, because they too scared to stay at Chowchilla. They claim enemies and they try to get switched over there because they girlfriends over there and all this other little stupid ass shit and everything else. So like I said, y'all are more hard, but our prisons are more petty. Like, you feel what I'm saying? All that black and white and all that other stuff and everything else, I didn't really see too much of that where I was at. For the simple fact is, kind of like, because we was petty. We didn't do that kind of, they was so worried about who girlfriend was who was fucking on what lifer, who was like petty shit like that. Trying to get cute, doing their hair, doing their makeup and everything. Bitch, we in prison. What you trying to do all that for? Like,
Where
you know
you was
what I'm
at,
saying?
where you was at, they used to chop y'all hot dogs up.
No. Them
Yeah.
nasty ass bitches. Yeah, them nasty ass bitches used to do all that. But I only ate in the kitchen.
Ah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I only went in the kitchen and ate in the kitchen for certain food. I wasn't at the whole, especially they called them donkey dicks. I didn't eat the donkey dicks. They was nasty.
She said they
Mm,
call them
mm,
donkey dicks. The
Yeah,
fuck?
mm.
they was called donkey dicks. And they was these big ass hot dogs. And they was nasty
Hot,
with some beans and some,
yep.
what else they give us with that shit? Some cornbread and all that.
Cornbread.
They was giving them the whole hot dog.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah,
hot
that's
dog.
why I just asked. They give you the hot dog. They give you some pork and beans, some
Yeah,
cornbread, fucking Jim Jones.
Yeah, like come on now, like I didn't do all that. The only time I really went to the when we had the burgers, when we had the chicken, when we had the burritos, little shit like that. All that others, even for lunch, that fucking buddy, you know the box lunches when you got to go to work or you got to go to school and all that other shit and everything else.
Yeah.
It's either peanut butter and jelly sandwich or a fucking bologna sandwich. All
I
that
was
stupid ass
there.
shit.
I was there when they went from 3 hot meals to you get 2 hot meals and a sack lunch. And you
No,
gotta go to you gotta you gotta go to breakfast to get the sack lunch.
Hey, I'm gonna tell
yeah, you
y'all
got to
one
go to
thing
breakfast.
though. Hey, that motherfucking peanut butter and jelly in the county jail is some nasty. Boy, that peanut butter don't even spread.
The thing when I
It'll
went to
tear your
county jail,
bread up. It'll tear your
Hey, that
bread
shit
up when
yeah,
you
roll
put
on
that
your
shit on.
bread, nigga, tear the
no,
bread up. I said, man, what the fuck is this?
you have to go like this with it and rub it
Yeah, to
together.
warm it up.
I ain't know
Yeah,
nothing
to
about
warm it
that. I
up.
ain't know nothing about that shit. I ain't know nothing about that shit. I see that shit wasn't spread. I said,
Now,
fuck that shit.
the last time I went to jail, the last time I was in jail, that's when I went to prison. This last time, nigga, we was in Linwood, and I was used to going to Twin Towers, and I was like, where the fuck y'all taking me? Like, you know what I'm saying? And at the time, they gave you 2 cold meals and 1 hot meal. You feel what I'm saying? So then after that, they was like, "Oh, Tiffany, you going to prison?" Some of my homegirls was in there. They was like, "Ah, we going to prison." I'm looking like, "Bitch, you want to go to prison? Like, what the fuck are you like? What is wrong with you?" And everything else. So then once I got to prison, now I understand why they want us to go to prison. Prison is its own little world. Totally different from the county jail. Totally like you can wear your own clothes. It's free. Get your hair done, your nails done. You're able to do shit and everything else. So it's kind of like, I understood it after that. But it's not something I want to keep doing all my life. I did it one time and I was done.
You know what got me fucked up about prison until this day? I still be fucked up about it. It's it's 3 o'clock in the morning when they rack your shit and start talking about chow time at 3 in the fucking morning, and now here it
No,
is, still be waking up at goddamn 3 in the morning.
no, where we was at, they had racked the doors at 3 in the morning, and I hated this stupid person because she used to work in the kitchen, so she had to be up at 3 in the morning to go to the kitchen, start getting everything together. They didn't wake us up until like 5 something and all that other stuff, and then that's when they start saying child time and doing this and doing that. But I used to let everybody go because I need to get up, I need to smoke a cigarette, I need to like what I'm saying, get my life together, had a room to myself before I had to leave to go to school, all kind of shit.
Hey,
It,
look, man. You know it's getting late, man. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna have to shut this down because the brother got to get up. I done missed the whole gym and everything, man. Fucking with y'all, man. I'm supposed to be at the gym right now, man. I
I
gotta take
just
my
seen
ass
you
to
eating some fucking asparagus when we first got on here.
Ain't no asparagus. This ain't asparagus, brother. It's healthy shit.
Oh,
All healthy shit. I don't eat nothing but healthy shit now, brother. If it ain't healthy and clean, I don't want it. Hey,
hey,
but look
healthy
though,
shit make your boo boo stink.
say your last words, buddy, and Park Girl. Say your last words. We can go and get up out of here, man. What y'all, what we talked about tonight and what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all opinions on it. I know y'all opinions, but I mean, take us out with it.
My last words is if we on the block and you announce that you gay, you like fruity pebbles or whatever, or I find out that you frying fruity pebbles, you can't be on the block with me. You can't. You can't be gay and on the block. You got to get the fuck from around here. That's what I say.
Go ahead, Tiffany. What's your hookup on that?
Hey, to me is just be honest with me. Be honest with me. Be yourself. If you're gay, you're gay. If you're straight, you're straight. And I'm okay with either way.
And that's what it is, man. That's how I feel. I'm with it either way. As long as you don't bring it to me, you don't try to rub on my cheeks, we cool. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
all good. I got a lot of family members that's gay, and it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Buddy
Y'all
has no
pass,
family members that's gay.
y'all pass the Hennessy bottle right on over there to be ready. Here, drink it.
Now, don't pass me no Hennessy bottles. We grown now. We drink out of glasses, brother.
Right, you trying to
Your
get
own
that
separate glass.
motherfucking
We don't
bum
drink
buck
out of
on your
bottles.
head.
Hey, we ain't kids no more. We don't drink out of bottles no more, dog. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but man, we
So just that.
appreciate y'all coming on the show, man. Buddy, you funny ass motherfucker. Hey, but look, we appreciate y'all coming on the show, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back next Monday. I don't know what the topic gonna be, but we will be back next Monday with something, man. We're gonna have something going on. Y'all already know. maybe we're gonna talk about Buddy's hairline or something. I don't know, something shit. But.
No, no. You know what I want to talk about? Because Buddy made a comment not too long ago about a submissive woman.
Oh God, damn.
Oh, okay. Submissive woman. So we're gonna get into that next Monday then, y'all. That sounds like a good topic, you know what I'm saying? A submissive woman. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we're gonna see what that do. Buddy, do he like him or not? We're gonna find out next Monday, y'all. So y'all tune in at 8 o'clock, man. We appreciate y'all coming on. Y'all know it ain't nothing but love. Salute, man. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know, man, go holler at my boy Slick in the ABD show. Go subscribe to his channel. And 89 on up, homies, subscribe to his channel. Them both the homies, you know what I'm saying? As much love to them. We'll holler at y'all, man. We out, man. Oh, and you know, my boy Mad Pup, y'all go get that music, man. Go get that music from the homie Mad Pup, no doubt. All right, we out, man.